It's finals week at Aurora University. But it's a night for basketball and non-conference play. The Spartans of Aurora University welcome the Trolls of Trinity Christian College to Thornton Gymnasium on this Tuesday night. And we're glad that you're here. I'm Sean Fry. Our technical director tonight is Ryan Swanson. Aurora comes in at 6-2. They're 1-1 on the season in NAC play after picking up a win Saturday over Marion. 98-71, it was a season high in points for Aurora. They shot 52% from the field, knocked in 13 three-pointers, and scored 36 points to pull away in the fourth. So this is not going to count in the NAC standings, but it is going to be an opportunity to get some work in over the next handful of weeks as they get ready for a long break. They're on the road a week from tomorrow at Knox, and then off until January 8th after that. In fact, tonight is the last home game for the AU women's team until January 18th. Four-game road trip begins next Wednesday at Knox. They'll welcome St. Norbert here on that January 18th date for Alumni Day. So there's a chance to go out with a win since their home fans won't be able to see them for a while, and they're hoping to be able to keep Trinity Christian winless. It has been a tough season for the Trolls to this point. They've lost all 8 games, plus an exhibition against Valparaiso. Lost all 3 of their CCAC games. They committed 35 turnovers on Saturday in an 82-48 loss against Indiana South Bend. And right now just trying to find something to go right, trying to find some shots to fall. They're only shooting 34% from the field and under 20% from 3. You would think sooner or later some of those would start to fall. There should be some regression in shooting percentage in their favor over the second half of the season, but it certainly hasn't started the way that they had hoped. So they're going to try to get on the right track today before they return to CCAC play over the weekend. So that is the matchup tonight, Aurora and Trinity Christian, game number 9 of the season for the Spartans, and it is on the way. This is Aurora University women's basketball. Our broadcast tonight is presented by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. By DTG Properties, offering extensive student housing options around the Aurora University campus. And by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, game days are better with Cane's.
I chose AU because of the environment and because of all of the people. It's really so welcoming.
I was looking for a campus that was really easy to get involved in while also having fun, having a lot of social events.
I like living on campus because I get to meet a ton of new people. I love my family, but being away from them is how you grow.
I love working with my classmates and seeing how they learn things differently. It's been the most wonderful experience when some of them have told me, you know, you will make a great teacher, and that has meant the world to me.
My coaches and professors have really helped me. My coach, he's really about more than just basketball. You know, how's nursing going? How are your classes?
Learning from a textbook is completely different than learning hands-on, and so it's been great to take what I've learned in the classroom and to physically see it in front of me.
I think it's important to get involved just because I'm able to meet a lot of new people, get a different perspective. On campus, I'm involved with the music program here where I play trombone, and then I'm also involved with the Black Student Union.
Aurora's the second largest city in Illinois, so I think job connections wise, it's really perfect.
At the Student Success Center, they will help you find a job and help you through all the processes needed for that.
The biggest takeaway so far from being here at AU is that I am right where I belong.
Your future, our promise. They're saying, we're here cultivating your experience and we are setting you up for your future.
Everything's clean, everything's modern, you know how to get around, you know where these buildings are. I went in blind, I didn't have a visit or anything like that, so when I came here I was like, this is the spot for me, it just felt like home.
I thought it was really beautiful out here. Yeah, there's a lot more green than back home.
Florida is just hot 24/7, so moving to a place that has seasons was kind of fun for me.
AU does a really great job, especially coming here your first weekend as a freshman. You get to meet so many people.
Living on campus kind of gave me that opportunity to meet people and be around people all the time.
I think I just liked having all that energy around me.
I think my advice for out-of-state students coming to AU is to get involved from the beginning because it makes the transition a lot easier when you know people.
Get involved in an organization or just go to the on-campus events. Some of those times are really what makes your experience.
Being so close to such a big city, I take the train all the time to Chicago with my friends.
AU is so special and great. We have people that want you to succeed even after college.
Hello, my name is Keith Wise, and I'm excited to serve our athletic department as the Athletics Diversity Inclusion Designee. I've also worked at Aurora University for 5 years as the director of the Office of Black Student Initiatives. In my role as director, I help the campus engage in building community, experiencing culture, exploring resources that will support students' journey to graduate and become invested alumni. In my new role, I hope to help celebrate the unique identities of each of our student athletes and how that helps to form competitive teams, telling the story of how we are creating inclusive environments for student athletes and how value and belonging creates a strong team culture. The variety of my experiences and identity as an advocate of diversity, inclusion, equity, and belonging have helped me understand that leveling the playing field for everyone is essential in creating inclusive communities.
Aurora and Trinity Christian on the way. Women's basketball and non-conference play coming up at Thornton Gymnasium. And no other AU events tonight. In fact, nothing until Friday when the women's and men's hockey teams begin double headers. The AU women's team will play 5th-ranked Gustavus Adolphus, and the men's will play Hamline University. That'll continue again on Saturday. And men's basketball will join as they'll be at Marion on Saturday at 1 o'clock. No women's basketball games in the NAC tonight. There are a couple tomorrow as Illinois Tech visits Eureka and MSOE hosts UW-Platteville. The fun continues Thursday as Dominican is on the road at Monmouth, and Rockford hosts Judson, a conference rival of Aurora's opponent tonight. Friday, it's Lakeland home to Northland. Saturday, it's St. Norbert home to UW-Stevens Point, Dominican at home against Maranatha, and Wisconsin Lutheran on the road at UW-Eau Claire. And that's the week in NAC women's basketball ahead. But certainly very sparse here as we get through finals week around the area and then into the winter break. We'll introduce the starting lineups coming up. Right now we'll pause for the playing of the national anthem. Please rise and honor your heads as we honor America for playing our national anthem. All right, friends, let's meet our starting lineups. First for the visiting Trolls of Trinity Christian College, Alyssa Moore is in year 1 at the helm of Trinity Christian. She played at UW-Milwaukee and has her first head coaching stop here, trying to lead the Trolls to her first victory. Amina Alexander leads the Trolls at north of 11 points per game, and Destiny Goodwin just south of 10. They are the leading scorers for Trinity Christian. Also in the starting lineup tonight, Lorena Arnett. She's the only one for Trinity Christian who started all 8 games. Anastasia Anane and Desiree Berrien, who's in the top 5 in the CCAC with 8 rebounds per game, rounds out the lineup for Trinity Christian. Alexander, Goodwin, Arnett, Anane, and Berrien, a lineup for Trinity Christian. Ryan Rebsim leads the Spartans of Aurora University, and Elliot Duyu-Trek returned to the lineup Saturday against Marion. She returns to the starting lineup tonight, averaging just under 13 points per game. She's one of 4 averaging double digits. Christina Manzanares, Kylie Fishback, and Riley Doggett are the others, and they're joined in the starting lineup by Selena Vargas, who's second in the NAC, just under 9 rebounds per game. Duyu-Trek, Manzanares, Fishback, Doggett, and Vargas, the starting lineup for Aurora. AU 6-2 on the season. Trinity Christian winless in 8. And basketball about to begin here. So Aurora is going to move left to right. Or rather, they're going to move right to left, I stand corrected, here in their first half of action, wearing their white home uniforms, blue numbers, AU logo on the front of the uniform. And Trinity Christian is in navy with light blue numbers and letters, moving right to left across your screen. And we are underway. Trinity Christian wins the tip. Aurora in a man defense to start it off, and Trinity Christian looking for some space to operate. It's out to Berrien. Now Arnett, top of the arc with 10 to shoot, trying to get inside and just trying to throw up a shot and didn't really get it to the rim. Aurora pulls it down and they push it ahead. Duyu-Trek steps around a closeout and then off the jump shot from the elbow short. And both opening possessions come up empty. Trinity Christian hauls in the rebound, and Alexander goes to work. Fifth-year senior from Evanston, Illinois, looks inside. Fed Berrien in the high post, didn't catch it clean, but maintains possession and then turns it over on the post entry pass. That is Vargas, who rolls down the floor to Manzanares, and now Fishback open for 3 from the corner and gets the friendly roll. Just over a minute in, 3-0 Aurora. Spartans set up full court pressure. Trinity Christian doesn't handle. Alexander overthrown. Manzanares the steal on the lay-in. 5-0 AU. They double the ball and force another steal. So it has been a tough start for Trinity Christian. I failed to advance the ball over the center line twice and turned it over on 2 other occasions. And in fact, as I say that, they have not been credited with a shot attempt on the first opportunity. So it's 4 possessions, no shots. Manzanares inside. Tried to drop it off for Fishback. It's off of Goodwin and out of bounds. 8:14 left in the first. Into Fishback up top. She'll drive and kick. Here's Manzanares for the corner 3, and it's good. And it's 8-0. As the full court pressure is back in action, Alexander has it on the far sideline. And Trinity Christian doesn't beat the 10-second clock. In fact, they're actually about a second late. Once again, Trinity Christian turned it over for the 5th time. Aurora into its offense. They funnel it down underneath for Trek, whose shot was blocked at the rim. And that's something that Trinity Christian does really well. They lead the CCAC 3.5 blocks per game. It's tough to finish at the rim against the Trolls. Aurora likes to shoot the three, though. No block that time, but the three, no good. Rebound is out of bounds, I believe, off of Berrien. And Aurora will inbound. 7:42 left and a fresh 20 to work with. Up 8-0. Here's Fishback again on the wing. Leaves it for Manzanares, who drives into the lane. Drops it off to Vargas, who got underneath and missed to the angle. Put that one up off of the backboard post. And Trinity Christian will have it, but Aurora will have a chance to set up full court pressure again. Alexander's doubled. Now Arnett tries to split a double team and gave it away. Fishback picked it up, found Manzanares underneath. She lays it in for two more. It's 10-0. Ball's into Arnett. She's fouled, and that will take the ball outside as Trek is whistled for the first foul of the ball game. The officials, Paul Novak, Brianna Madrazo, and Nico Harris tonight. Goodwin comes out of the game, and Bibi Mercado has entered and immediately did not handle the inbound clean. It's tied up, and Aurora has forced Trinity Christian's 7th turnover. And we are only 2 minutes and 44 seconds into the game. Trinity Christian came in averaging nearly 25 turnovers per game. They don't have a shot yet. And again, have only been over half court twice. There's Doggett for the corner three. Unselfish basketball by Aurora. But no one home, the box out. Vargas, who missed underneath. She was a bit too far under the basket, didn't get the angle right. Now Trinity Christian comes the other way, and on their first shot attempt, Alexander drops it in for two. It's 10-2, 6:48 to play in the first. Vargas high post finds Manzanares for three in the corner. It rims out, and Anane has the rebound. And the Trolls have it in the half court. Mercado averages 9.5 points per game. Leads the team with 2 assists per. Gives it up. Anane. High post jumper, glass only. Rebound, Doggett. And here comes Trek. 1-on-3. Looked like Arnett tried to take a charge. Nothing was called. Trek left the shot short. Now Arnett brings it ahead for Trinity Christian. 10-2, 6:07 left in the first. And a foul on Aurora here. That is Manzanares who's called. And we'll see our first changes for Aurora. Selena Anderson and Cameron Bullock enter for AU. Trek and Fishback head to the bench. Anane takes the inbound and had her heels on the sideline. That's turnover number 8. So Aurora takes it and immediately brings it up into the half court. There's Doggett up top, driving and drawing the foul, as Arnett was not able to get over into a legal guarding position. And she takes Trinity Christian's first foul. Grace Painter will come in for the Trolls, replacing Berrien here at the whistle. And Doggett to the line at 73%. Typically a very good shooting Aurora team, well, everywhere, not just at the free throw line, but specifically at the free throw line. And Doggett misses the first here. They'd actually been well below their typical averages and then went 15 of 16 at the line on Saturday. Riley splits the free throws here. And it's 11-2. Nearing the midway point of the first. Trinity Christian survives the Aurora pressure. Alexander overthrew Mercado. Panicked a little bit as the pressure arrived at the top of the arc. And Mercado wasn't able to haul it in. So Aurora back with the basketball. Manzanares in the corner. Vargas works it out to Doggett for three, and she pours it in. 14-2. Arnett dribbles down the sideline, found Alexander, and the Trolls are into the half court. Mercado looking into the post for Anane, and a good dish outside to Alexander, who buries the three. Well, Alexander has been a consistent three-point threat, now 7 of 19 from deep this season for a team that came in shooting 18%. So Alexander has shown to be the one who cannot be left open from outside, but she was. Made it 14-5. Aurora misses a three at the other end. And now we'll see a few more changes. Danny Antoine, Jennifer Heinberg, and Aurora Eklund are in. Manzanares, Doggett, and Vargas are out for Aurora. Anane heads to the bench as well, as Goodwin has returned for Trinity Christian. There's 4:49 left. Aurora keeps the ball after the rebound was off Trinity Christian. They go to work up 9. Here's Bullock driving right to the cup, the miss, and Goodwin takes the rebound. Numbers the other way, and she gave it away, and Heinberg had it knocked out of her hands deep in the Aurora corner. Well, Aurora shooting just 5 of 15 from the field, but they have 4 offensive rebounds, and they forced 9 turnovers without committing one of their own. It's been a recipe for a healthy early lead. Here's Eklund on the drive. She'll get 2 shots. Foul on Painter. And we saw Eklund go 2 of 3 at the line on Marion. It was her first trip to the stripe this season. And Eklund had an outstanding Saturday against Marion, a career best 10 points. She was plus 20, which was second best on the team. Only Alina Anderson, who was an incredible plus 24. Anderson had a career best scoring day as well with 12 points, and Eklund added 5 assists. So she had an outstanding game against Marion. And we'll try to follow that up here. Misses the first free throw. 4:18 left in the first. It's 14-5 Aurora. Eklund's second try is good. 10-point lead. Somewhat incredibly, Aurora's advantage in points off turnovers is 14-0. It's a runner, no good. Rebound. Tipped, but it stays with Trinity Christian. Eklund's free throw just now was the first point Aurora had not scored directly off a Trolls turnover. There's Goodwin, right wing 3 ball, rims out. Anderson has the board. Antoine takes the handoff. Bullock got out behind the defense. The 3 was off the window, almost went in. Rebound, Trolls. Alexander, high post. Leaves it. Here's Kyla Smith. Missed at the rim. Goodwin the follow, and it's good. Smith checked in a moment ago for Trinity Christian. And Ryan Rebsom's going to take a timeout here. 15-7, it's a full timeout with 3:24 remaining in the first. This is Aurora University women's basketball. Aurora up 15-7. Late in the first quarter. Under 3.5 minutes to play in the session. It's Heinberg, Eklund, Anderson, Antoine, and Bullock on the floor for Aurora. And Smith, Alexander, Goodwin, Painter, and Mercado are the 5 right now out there for Trinity Christian. Antoine got a lane to the hole and went straight to it. So Antoine with 2, and then another turnover. Heinberg tried to shovel it right underneath to Anderson. Aurora will reset up top. Eklund trying to drive and drawing the foul. Should be on the floor. Their Painter picks up her first, or make that her second actually, team's third. There's 3 minutes left in the first. 15-7 AU. Ball is in to Heinberg. Eklund up top. She lost it. That's the first Aurora turnover. Alexander scoops up the loose ball and lost the dribble. Ran right back onto it, tried a turnaround jumper on the baseline that didn't find the iron. Aurora the rebound, they go the other way. Anderson rips a pass. Wide open, Jennifer Heinberg. She missed. It was halfway down. Anderson gets the board, and Bullock backs down Mercado and gets to the line. That's going to put Trinity Christian at 4 team fouls, and Aurora will go into the penalty with 2:32 to play in the first. Bullock at the line. Rattles in the first. She's 8 of 11 this season. Both free throws good. It's 19-7. And then a change here as Brittany Davis is into the game, replacing Alexander. So Aurora with the basketball. Antoine the drive and dish. Here's Eklund for 3. She left it short. Antoine gets the board and will go to the line. A dozen turnovers after the last one for Trinity Christian. So Antoine to the line, rolls the first one in. She's now 12 of 14. It's been very sharp at the free throw line this season. She'll miss the second. Davis finds Mercado. She'll drive baseline, no. Bullock the rebound. Eklund took a hand to the face and will go to the line. So Eklund to the line after splitting 2 free throws earlier. She'll make the first. It's 21-7. Now 1:59 to play. Second one's good as well. Aurora with full court pressure. Trolls handle it. Anderson was all over the ball up top. Turnaround jumper, Painter from the elbow. It's good. And 22-9. Antoine out to Anderson for 3 up top. It's no good. Rebound tipped to Anderson. And she fired a pass in underneath that Bullock was able to save. Now Liz Griswold, the jump shot, no. Griswold just entered, replacing Eklund. Got a shot attempt right away. Trolls into the half court as we near the final minute of the first. Painter inside, it's Goodwin, and she's fouled at the rim. It's Aurora's last foul to give. Griswold picks up the foul. And Goodwin Trolls leader at the free throw line at 71%. Misses the first. It's the first free throw attempt for Trinity Christian. And Goodwin will try to connect on the second, and does. That'll make it 22-10. And a minute to play in the first. Antoine to Anderson on the wing, inside for Antoine, and that's tipped out of bounds by Trinity. Ball into Heinberg. And now Antoine with 8 to shoot. He's back at the volleyball line. Finds Heinberg for the left wing three. Back iron, no good. Ball out of bounds. And off Aurora with 30.8 seconds to play in the quarter. Well, Trinity Christian had 9 turnovers in their first 11 possessions. They have 3 in their ensuing 9, so some improvement in that area. They'll need to continue to clean up ball security. Davis on the take. She'll go to the line. I mean, being a minus 11 on turnovers after a quarter is a difficult way to win a basketball game. Davis, senior from Chicago, goes to the line. And she'll miss the first free throw. It's been a tough season at the line for Trinity Christian. They're at 62% as a team. Second free throw. Also no good, and a loose ball foul on Trinity Christian. That was Painter who just collected her third foul. And it's going to put, I believe, Cameron Bullock at the line. She made a couple free throws earlier. There's 15 seconds left in the first. It's 22-10. Lorena Arnett's going to return to the game here. But Cameron misses the first free throw attempt. She'll miss both. Anderson gets the rebound, goes right back up, banks it in. Aurora got 2 points regardless. Final seconds of the first. Mercado's in traffic. A good leave to Davis, who missed underneath. That's it. Quarter number 1. Aurora shot just 6 of, make that 7 of 23 in the first quarter, 30%. But forced a dozen turnovers, and they lead 24-10 through 10 minutes at Thornton Gymnasium. This is Aurora University women's basketball.
Everything's clean, everything's modern. You know how to get around, you know where these buildings are. I went in blind, I didn't have a visit or anything like that. So when I came here, I was like, this is the spot for me. It just felt like home.
I thought it was really beautiful out here. Yeah, there's a lot more green than back home.
Florida is just hot 24/7. So moving to a place that has seasons was kind of fun for me.
AU does a really great job, especially coming here your first weekend as a freshman. You get to meet so many people.
Living on campus kind of gave me that opportunity to meet people and be around people all the time.
I think I just liked having all that energy around me.
I think my advice for out-of-state students coming to AU is to get involved from the beginning because it makes the transition a lot easier when you know people.
Get involved in an organization or just go to the on-campus events. Some of those times are really what makes your experience.
Being so close to such a big city, I take the train all the time to Chicago with my friends.
AU is so special and great. We have people that want you to succeed even after college.
Aurora leading 24-10 through a quarter at Thornton Gymnasium, leading Trinity Christian. Starting five back on the floor for Aurora. Manzanares, Vargas, Fishback, Doggett, and Trek. Trinity Christian, Mercado, Arnett, Davis, Goodwin, and Alexander are the five to begin the frame. Trinity Christian, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 of 4 at the line. AU, 7 of 23 from the floor, 3 of 12 from 3, 7 of 12 the free throw line. Trolls start with the basketball. Aurora in a man defense. Mercado's out on the wing. And hoists the three. Was off the line. Vargas gets the board for Aurora. Fishback in the corner for Aurora against Trinity Christian's man defense. That's an excellent play by Aurora, and Trek missed at the rim. It went inside to Vargas. She handed it off to Elliott, who maybe was a bit too wide open. That's a thing sometimes. You have a little too much time to operate. Just got a little too tight to the rim there. 2 misses at the other end for Trinity Christian, and then Goodwin knocked over Doggett. Her first team foul. Aurora into the half court. Here's Vargas. Up top, Fishback. He screens for Manzanares, who pulls up from the elbow and misses. Doggett runs onto the rebound, throw it underneath Vargas, and she has 2. Her first points today. Trolls handle Aurora's full court pressure. Davis looking inside, it's not there. Up top for Goodwin. Arnett screens for her. And now Alexander picks it up with 9. She's into the lane. Outside for Mercado for 3. Doesn't find the rim, and it's out of bounds. Berrien, Smith, and Miliana Martins, the latter who's making her first appearance tonight, into the game for Trinity as Davis, Goodwin head to the bench. Looks like Mercado went off as well. No changes for Aurora. Manzanares drives, tossed it out behind the arc. Fishback down to the corner for Manzanares, who fires it underneath for Trek. And Arnett tipped that out of bounds. Aurora will have 11 to shoot on the baseline inbounds. 26-10, 7:54 to play. Fishback finds Manzanares on the wing. She walks to the free throw line, has 4 to shoot, has to get one off, and does. It's good for a deuce. Manzanares has 9. It's 28-10. Martins the handoff to Alexander, who drew the foul. Like Fishback was moving. That's a good call. Kylie's first, team's first, 18-point Aurora lead. Trinity Christian hasn't scored in the last 3.5 minutes, which is the entirety of the second quarter plus a minute. A miss, and then a rebound for Arnett. So Arnett to the line. She'll make the first. Foul was on Doggett. It was her first, team's second. Arnett missed the free throw, and Doggett has the rebound. Fishback, the drive, gets to the block, and is fouled. Berrien believe will pick this up. That's her first. And team fouls now even 2 each way here in the second quarter. Not quite 3 minutes into the second quarter. Finals week at AU. Fishback, first free throw good. Moves her over 70% on the season. Tees up the second, that's good as well. Largest lead tonight for AU, 30-11. Nice job by Trinity Christian handling Aurora's pressure. It's underneath for Berrien for 2. Her first points today. Manzanares at the other end. And pass from the post outside. Jumped and stolen by Alexander, who has a walk to the rim at the other end for 2. First points off turnovers tonight for Trinity Christian. That's Aurora's second giveaway. Fishback drives and deals, and Manzanares cans the 3. And Manzanares has a dozen. Trinity Christian fires it into the seats on the ensuing pressure. And Aurora will take over with 6:10 to play. In the first half, Anderson will replace Duutrek here. That's the only change for AU here at this stoppage. Anderson off a screen and just missed it. Looked like went right through her hands, off of her knee, and over the center line for a backcourt violation. That happens sometimes. Trinity Christian going to work now. Here's Smith. Long 2. Off iron, no good. Manzanares with the rebound. She'll push it ahead. Underneath, Anderson wide open, and she has 2. Great vision by Manzanares for her second assist. Nearing the midway point of the second. Pressure handled, and then Martins just lost the dribble. Got a little bit high and ended up batting it out of bounds. 14th Trinity Christian turnover. Aurora with great ball movement all game long. Got a very good inside-outside game. That led to a missed 3, then an offensive board. Fishback misses another 3. Doggett got another offensive board, missed from outside the charge circle. This time, Berrien secures the rebound and travels, trying to move the ball up court. The last sequence isn't going to help Aurora's shooting percentage, but they do get the ball back after the turnover. It's into the post for Vargas on the inbound. That will find its way through. 7-0 run for Aurora, up 35-15. It's past the midway point of the second. Headed to halftime here at Thornton Gymnasium. Smith is out on the wing against Aurora's man defense. 10 to shoot. Doggett reaches in. And a jump ball will give Aurora possession. Looks like Bullock is back in, and Doggett's going to head to the bench. Fishback goes off as well. No, Fishback goes over to inbound. Aurora was not going to play 4-on-5. 37-15 AU. Fishback dribbles to the block. Pass was off the line to Vargas. Mercado right into the game. Try to force a pass underneath. It's off of Aurora and out. Mercado came in with Anane replacing Berrien and Smith. Inbound right of the basket. 4:07 to play in the second. Post entry pass stolen by Vargas, who tripped as she tried to throw it. Ended up throwing it away, but Fishback got back on defense as it went underneath to Martins, and she stuffed it. And so Trinity Christian will have to inbound it. What looked like it was going to be an easy two, but a great hustle play by Aurora. Now Anane from the free throw line, no good. Bullock gets downhill and kicks it. Anderson steps around the closeout, missed the mid-range jumper. Anane fouled on the rebound. That's the third Aurora team foul, and Vargas is first tonight. Davis will re-enter and replace Martins here for Trinity Christian. Trolls have been chasing the game throughout. Free throw line jumper from Alexander. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Anane cleans it up. Three from Bullock. No. Rebound Mercado. Underneath. She missed. Bullock has the rebound. And Aurora down the other way. Manzanares in transition missed the three. Vargas got the rebound and the great look underneath to Fishback, who adds two more. Another Aurora takeaway, and now some changes. Fishback and Manzanares head off. Antoine is back into the game, and Heinberg will join her. 2:20 left in the first half, 39-17. Aurora scored the first 10 points of the game and have not looked back. Antoine off a screen for three. It's no good. And out of bounds off of Anderson. Layla Gibson will replace Mercado. First minutes for Gibson. Now, it hasn't been an especially crisp offensive first half for Aurora. Just 34% from the field, 4 of 17 from three. They have a 12-6 advantage on the offensive glass, but only a 9-5 advantage in second chance points. Arnett gets to the line after breaking the Trinity Christian pressure. But Aurora's forced 18 turnovers while committing only 5, and they've outscored the Trolls 18-2 off turnovers. They've also played tough defense in their end, as the Trolls have only shot 29% from the floor today. They're just 2 of 6 at the free throw line. Arnett split a couple earlier. She makes the first one here to make it 39-18. We're into the final 2 minutes of the second quarter. Second free throw is no good, and the rebound's out off of Antoine. Arnett inbounds, finds Alexander up top right into a three ball. That's no good. And Bullock secures the rebound. She finds Aurora Eklund, just checked into the game. Finds Anderson for three, no good, but it came right down to Eklund, who put it back. Eklund replaced Vargas after Selena picked up her second foul and has her first point. And gets that one to die off back iron and through. Tanane's second field goal. It's 41-20. Final minute 16. Eklund takes it inside. Good leave. Antoine for two. And outside of Manzanares, who has a dozen, the rest of the scoring for Aurora has been balanced. There's a steal by Eklund, who then tried to fire it into the lane. Arnett took it right back. So the teams exchange turnovers. And the Trolls have it here in the final minute in the Aurora end. Davis walks to the wing and now into the free throw lane. Slipped through a pass through the lane that found Heinberg. Aurora with an opportunity. Antoine right into a three. That's no good. Arnett will track down the rebound, and the shot clock is off. 43-20. Trinity Christian, no doubt, will try to make sure this is the last possession. Antoine puts Alexander into a count. Alexander lost the ball. Antoine stole it with 8 seconds. The other way in transition, Antoine to the cup. The scoop finish is good. A giveaway at the buzzer. Eklund didn't get a shot up. And Aurora will go to halftime leading by 25, their largest lead tonight. 45-20. We'll break down the halftime totals coming up. This is Aurora University women's basketball.
I am a tax attorney for Kirkland & Ellis in downtown Chicago.
Got hired with Markham Police Department, went to the police academy right after I started on patrol.
I work for Molson Coors Beverage Company as a data analyst.
I'm a telemetry technician.
AU set me up really for success in the criminal justice field by having the faculty there to kind of guide us through what we wanted to do and kind of help us down the paths that we were leaning, whether it be municipal, state police, or if we wanted to go federal.
My AU professors really helped me in my political science classes, and they were also the ones that spent time with me preparing for the LSAT and preparing for law school applications. So it wasn't only just the classes that I was taking at AU to get my undergraduate degree, they were helping prepare me for the law school process and my educational career beyond AU.
I had great sources at Career Services that really helped me to craft my resume, and the professors were also really helpful to giving me those opportunities and to connect me with individuals in the workforce to actually get my first internship. I think my internship definitely helped me to get a job because it really helped to build up my resume and to show that I had been in the workforce studying and working at the same time.
AU has set me up for success by teaching me communication and teaching me how to use the community around me.
Find community, and that community can come in a lot of different ways, whether it's community through extracurriculars or even community with your professors. Your professors are human beings too. They want you to stop in during office hours. Build that community because it's going to make your experience while in undergrad that much more meaningful.
So the reason I love the criminal justice field and being in law enforcement is we get to be there for the community on their worst days, interact with the public and kind of see them and be more than just what they think we are and kind of help them out.
What I love about my job the most is that I love numbers. I love getting into the nitty-gritty of the numbers that really craft a story and help to show company performance.
For me, what I love most about nursing is that there's so many different avenues of nursing. You can do different specialties. You can be an ER nurse, you can be an ICU nurse. Having that opportunity to try something new and still be within the realm of nursing is super cool to me.
AU Athletics, we're guided by 3 goals for every Spartan. First is academic achievement, second is social responsibility, and third is athletic success. We know if the Spartans accomplish those goals, they'll be set up for success after graduation and have a great experience while they're at AU.
Athletic participation to me is very important. It builds skills that will help you in the future for a career path. Team building, collaboration, communication skills. You get that all from athletics, so it's really preparing me for the future.
When I came to school with a built-in family, that's invaluable to me, just having those girls with me all the time and get to spend every day together.
We always go to like the men's volleyball, women's volleyball, lacrosse, basketball, anything that's really going on campus.
The faculty are just so caring. They always do the absolute best to make sure you succeed in the classroom.
Having the student-teacher ratio that we have is amazing. You get to walk in and they know your name. You can ask them questions personally.
The pedigree is to win conference championships in every sport and compete at the national level for a national championship. And I chose a school that I know I was going to be playing for a national championship year in, year out.
I really enjoy the facilities. It's really nice that we have cages that we can go to when it's cold or rainy.
What separates AU from every other institution is its student-centric philosophy. I've seen this university operate in a variety of vantage points over the last 20 years, as a student athlete, as a professor, as a coach, and now as an administrator. And in each one of those roles, AU's unwavering commitment to put the student at the center of everything is abundantly clear.
It's definitely so cool to see all of the different backgrounds people come from. It's just an experience I've never gotten before, so getting to meet people from across the country and even across the world.
We like to go to the city on the weekends, and we like to go watch sports games downtown.
You're close to a big city. You get a degree here at Aurora University, you have many internship possibilities that you can actually go to. Anything that you're going to go into is right here in the Chicago area.
I enjoy coaching because of the connection with the student athlete. From the time you start recruiting them, whether it's texting them or calling them, to the time that they graduate here, you're with them day in and day out. They know we're here for them.
We volunteer at the food pantry down the street. We do it every year. It's a great opportunity for us to come together and give back to our community. And I know that other teams do it too.
In Division III, our student athletes are able to really focus on all aspects of the academic experience. I don't have anyone on my team who's just involved with running. They're all in some form of clubs or academic organizations, have jobs outside. The fact they're able to do so many things during their undergrad and graduate studies in addition to athletics is just such a benefit.
AU Athletics dedicates themselves to building our student athletes through leadership experiences in the classroom, on their field of play, and beyond. It's your future, our promise.
I would recommend AU because the faculty and staff are highly supportive of you. They care about your grades, they care about your well-being, and they also care about your team and how they're doing as well.
Because of the location, it was convenient for my family to come watch, and there's a lot of things going on near the city, and there was just a lot of opportunity here, so I think that really attracted me to come here.
Everybody wants to succeed, whether it's students, your teammates, or the faculty. They just all want you to succeed, and that just makes a really nice environment to make you strive to be your best.
It's a smaller campus, so everybody kind of knows everyone, and I'm able to talk to coaches and teachers. They always ask how I'm doing, even if I'm not on their team or in their class.
It's a state-of-the-art facility when it comes to a Division III. I mean, we can't really ask for much more. AU to me feels like home because of the people. They just welcome me, and I just feel very encouraged in my classes, and I think they all just make me better in every aspect.
I decided to come here because of the academics that they provide and their storied athletic program as well. They've a lot of conference championships here. I have two passions, doing soccer and being a part of the music program. And I think that's a big reason why I chose D3 is all the opportunities it provides.
Being a Spartan is so much more than just the mascot that's on the field. It's really deep down as a team, those qualities that you cultivate together.
I am a tax attorney for Kirkland & Ellis in downtown Chicago.
Got hired with Markham Police Department, went to the police academy right after I started on patrol.
I work for Molson Coors Beverage Company as a data analyst.
I'm a telemetry technician.
AU set me up really for success in the criminal justice field by having the faculty there to kind of guide us through what we wanted to do and kind of help us down the paths that we were leaning, whether it be municipal, state police, or if we wanted to go federal.
My AU professors really helped me in my political science classes, and they were also the ones that spent time with me preparing for the LSAT and preparing for law school applications. So it wasn't only just the classes that I was taking at AU to get my undergraduate degree, they were helping prepare me for the law school process and my educational career beyond AU.
I had great sources at career services that really helped me to craft my resume, and the professors were also really helpful to giving me those opportunities and to connect me with individuals in the workforce to actually get my first internship. I think my internship definitely helped me to get a job because it really helped to build up my resume and to show that I had been in the workforce studying and working at the same time.
AU has set me up for success by teaching me communication and teaching me how to use the community around me.
Find community, and that community can come in a lot of different ways, whether it's community through extracurriculars or even community with your professors. Your professors are human beings too. They want you to stop in during office hours, build that community because it's going to make your experience while in undergrad that much more meaningful.
So the reason I love the criminal justice field and being in law enforcement is we get to be there for the community on their worst days, interact with the public and kind of see them and be more than just what they think we are and kind of help them out.
What I love about my job the most is that I love numbers. I love getting into the nitty-gritty of the numbers that really craft a story and help to show company performance.
For me, what I love most about nursing is that there's so many different avenues of nursing. You can do different specialties. You can be an ER nurse, you can be an ICU nurse. Having that opportunity to try something new and still be within the realm of nursing is super cool to me.
Aurora University women's basketball is presented in part by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland, by DTG Properties, offering extensive student housing options around the Aurora University campus, and by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Game days are better with Cane's, and we are glad you're here. It is 45-20 on this Tuesday night. Aurora leads Trinity Christian, and let's take you through those halftime totals, shall we? Technical Director Ryan Swanson listening intently and putting it up right on cue. That's the magic of communication, folks. Aurora 37% from the field, 16 of 43, 4 of 19 from 3, and 9 of 14 at the line. The field goal percentage is fine. I think the rest are areas of improvement, and yet still 45 points in the first half. So there's more than one way of being able to put up points, and Ryan Rebsom's team having to get it done a little more on the defensive end tonight, which we'll get to. In fact, we'll get to it right now. Trinity Christian, 8 of 26 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, and 3 of 8 at the free throw line, 31%. So Aurora was able to force some difficult shots for Trinity Christian in that opening half. Rebounds are 26 to 23 for Aurora. AU was a 13-7 advantage on the offensive glass, an 11-5 advantage on second chance points. Aurora with 10 assists on their 16 baskets. Trinity Christian 4 assists on their 8 field goals. The turnovers are right now the story of the game. Just 6 for Aurora, 21 in that first half for Trinity Christian. They're only 4 off of their season average. Points off turnovers were 20 to 2 in favor of Aurora. That's nearly the entire deficit. And so again, while Aurora not shooting the ball at the level they're certainly capable of, they've been able to do a lot of good things defensively and get some easy baskets very close to the rim. Christina Manzanares, a game-high 12 points, then 7 points for Kylie Fishback and Danny Antoine, 5 points for Aurora Eklund, 4 apiece Selena Vargas, Riley Doggett, and Alina Anderson, and a couple for Cameron Bullock. That's the scoring for Aurora. Amina Alexander's 7 points, lead Trinity Christian, 4 points for Anastasia Anane, 3 for Destiny Goodwin, and 2 apiece for Desiree Berrien, Lorena Arnett, and Grace Painter. Aurora starts with the basketball. They'll move right to left wearing their home white uniforms. Trinity Christian wearing navy, moving left to right. Starting 5 for Aurora: Manzanares, Vargas, Fishback, Doggett, and Duyu-Trek. Latter of whom has it here and drives into the lane, lost the ball. It's picked up by Berrien. The starting 5 are on the floor for the Trolls: Alexander, Berrien, Goodwin, Arnett, and Anane. Goodwin out on the wing, throws it underneath. Berrien was in very tight to the basket and missed. Duyu-Trek has the rebound and pushes it. Fishback underneath, and her pass was stolen by Alexander, getting back to guard the corner. 2 turnovers on as many possessions to begin the half for Aurora. This one leads to 2 points from Berrien underneath. Good work in transition by the visitors. Aurora will try to get on the board here in the half, this time down the floor. Fishback around a screen into a long 2. It's off the mark. Rebounds tied up. Trinity Christian will have it. Minute 7 into quarter number 3, 45-22. Arnett has the ball tied up near midcourt, and Aurora takes the ball right back. Fishback up top for Aurora. Got a lane to the hole and missed at the rim. Rebound Manzanares. She'll finish. And she has 14. Full court pressure set up here. Trolls have to get it over the timeline. They do so with a second to spare. Man defense for Aurora. Arnett throws it underneath for Berrien. A miss, a rebound, and the follow. Berrien with 6. 47-24. Fishback, the handoff, and 1 as she gets to the cup and gets the tough shot to fall. And Kylie, senior from Rock Falls, will go to the line trying to complete the 3-point play. It would get her to 10 points for the 5th time this season. If she can make the free throw, she does not. So it'll have to wait. Aurora just 9 of 15 at the line. Again, normally a very reliable free throw shooting team. It's been a little up and down on the season, and still right around 70% for all that. Arnett for three, halfway down. Rebound Manzanares off the tip. And Trek gets into the lane. Good passing, finds Fishback on the wing. She's into the lane. Missed the line drive, jumper. Rebound Berrien, and fouled by Manzanares. Stand corrected, it's on Berrien, the loose ball foul. And Aurora will have possession. It's a second team foul on Trinity Christian. 7:28 remaining in the third. Fishback goes baseline, finds Trek in the high post, and he's hammered on the way to the rim. It's Anane with her first foul and the team's third. Elliott to the line for the first time tonight. She misses the free throw. She came in just under 70% at the stripe. She'll miss both. Berrien has the rebound. It was one of those nights for Aurora at the free throw line. And a foul at the other end by Fishback, her second. Anderson will replace Trek after the ball's tipped out of bounds by Aurora. So Elliott heads off and has a seat. Not quite 3 minutes into the third quarter. Arnett will inbound. Arnett, nearly stolen. She'll get it back from Anane and lifts the three. Nothing there. Doggett has the rebound. Riley with 6 rebounds now, one off her career high. Vargas gets a touch at the free throw line. Feeds Fishback for 3. No. Rebounds loose. Anderson hauled it in. Manzanares is underneath and in some trouble, and somehow was able to find Anderson for the rescue. And Doggett got to the baseline and ripped a pass that was tipped out of bounds. And Aurora will have it with 20 to shoot and 6:26 to play in the third quarter. Mercado re-enters for Trinity Christian and replaces Goodwin at the stoppage. Fishback. A wing-to-wing pass to Manzanares, who gets to the lane, and a tough and one for the freshman, who has 16 tonight. Draws the foul from Alexander. Manzanares 7 of 10 at the line. And on a night when at times shots have been not falling consistently, Manzanares has been locked in, and she makes the free throw. Put the three-point play. Trolls handle the pressure. And a steal. Mercado got caught up in the air and threw it away. Aurora hustles it down the floor, and Fishback drains the high post jumper. She has 11 points. Trinity Christian working the ball down the floor. They got it underneath for Berrien, and she'll lay it in. Berrien has 8. That's a team high. It's 54-26, 5:39 left in the third. Doggett the drive, and that was blocked. Aurora actually 13 of now 29 after the first quarter when they shot at just 30%. So the shooting has actually been warming up a little bit as the game has gone along. It's like Fishback has come off. Heinberg checks in. Arnett and Berrien have gone off for Trinity Christian. Painter is in along with Smith. I believe it was another block there by Trinity Christian. Aurora keeps it, inbound to Heinberg, who splashes to three. Well, Aurora had missed 7 of its last 8 three-point attempts and more, and Heinberg knocks in the three. It's 57-26. It is the largest Aurora lead tonight. Smith driving in the finish. Now Heinberg for 3 more for Aurora. No. Rebound for Anane. Smith feeds Alexander as the Trolls move into the half court. Smith again. Finds Painter. Post entry pass denied by Doggett, who's tripped. And Anane is going to be called for the foul. And Doggett will go to the line as that is 5th team foul. So a few changes here. Antoine and Bullock have entered. Vargas, Manzanares have gone off. And Eklund waits at the table for Doggett, who's at the line for 2. She makes the first. She'll get both here. So the substitution is completed. There's 4:28 left in the third. It's 59-28. Aurora. Smith takes it all the way and missed at the rim. Antoine the rebound. Flying up the floor. Feeds Eklund. Extra pass. Bullock. 3's in and out. You can't do it a whole lot better than that. Doesn't go through. A second attempt was blocked, and here come the Trolls the other way. Smith, the crossover, and fouled on the take. It was Antoine who gave the foul. Smith to the line, just under 70% on the season for the Trolls. Close game last season, 77-65, right here at Thornton Gymnasium. Macy Kosin at 21 points, Ellie Wolf at 20, and Dutrek at 14. Good extra passing. Heinberg for 3, left it short. Followed her shot, missed the putback. That after Smith made a couple of free throws. Smith has the rebound, pushes it ahead to Alexander for 3. No good. Aurora the other way. Eklund. It's dispossessed. Alexander runs onto the loose ball. And the good scoop finish makes it 59-32. 3:15 left in the third. Trolls shot 36% in the loss. And a much different lineup this season. Anderson for 3, no. Eklund the follow, and she's fouled. Trolls return 3 who made 10 or more starts, but saw their 3 leading scorers all depart. They were all north of 8 points per game. And it's been a struggle to replace all of that scoring. But defensively, it's been an even tougher situation for the Trolls. Eklund's first free throw attempt falls. Opponent shooting 34% from three coming in. Aurora's shot at only 20%. It could have been and has been far worse for Trinity Christian trying to defend a three this season. And just a rather cold shooting night from outside for Aurora. There's a lob to center court after a couple free throws, and it's turned over at the timeline. Eklund, who just made a couple of free throws, goes baseline. Her pass is stolen. Smith was there waiting for it. She goes the other way into the lane and draws the foul. It's Aurora's third team foul. And Anderson picks up the foul. So Smith now 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Team is 6 for 11, so it's been somewhat lackluster at the line except for Smith, who is now 4 for 4. Let's reset the lineups after a few changes. For Aurora, Heinberg, Eklund, Bullock, Antoine, and Anderson. For Trinity Christian, it's Goodwin, Painter, Alexander, Smith, and Gibson. 61-34. Eklund in the corner steps around a closeout and tried to flip it to Bullock, and the exchange didn't happen. Trolls in transition. Smith the drive, left it short at the rim. Heinberg gets the pass and cans the three. Aurora back up by 30. Heinberg to steal at midcourt. 2-on-1 the other way. She leaves it to Anderson for two. And a timeout from Trinity Christian. Our broadcast tonight is presented in part by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, by DTG Properties, and by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. All Aurora, 66-34, final couple of minutes of the third. This is Aurora University women's basketball. (66-34). Final minute 40 of the third quarter. Aurora in front. And Aurora pressuring the ball in the half court. Alexander's in trouble. She's doubled. And a travel's called before Alyssa Moore can get the timeout. Antoine will bring it ahead. She's in the lane. Kicks to Heinberg for three more. Rims out. Rebound for Davis. She came in and replaced Smith at the stoppage. 3 from Antoine, no good. Heinberg with the rebound. We're into the final minute. A moment ago, Dallas Pohl, sophomore from Ohio, checked into the game. Replaced Eklund. She's out in the lane right now. Anderson feeds Pohl in the lane. And as she was receiving the pass, she was called for 3 seconds in the lane. Aurora's 12th turnover. .36 seconds in the third remaining. Davis inside. Painter has it. Well, the swing it to Davis was blocked underneath the rim, and then Pohl wins the race to the basketball and is tripped. So that should put Pohl on the line. That'll be the first free throws for Dallas here at AU. And the 4 games last season, it's her season debut this year. Played her high school basketball at Columbian High School. First free throw is good. Second free throw for Dallas, also good. 68-34. Aurora in front. Final 20 seconds. Shot clock off here in the third. Ten seconds. Goodwin on the wing. Her pass batted into the seats, and then Antoine ended up crashing into a spectator. Everyone's okay. Three seconds. Alexander finds Painter. She turns around, missed the jumper, and that's it for the third quarter. 68-34 AU. And headed to a victory in their final home game of 2024. We'll bring you the final 10 minutes coming up. This is Aurora University women's basketball.
I chose AU because of the environment and because of all of the people. It's really so welcoming.
I was looking for a campus that was really easy to get involved in while also having fun, having a lot of social events.
I like living on campus because I get to meet a ton of new people. I love my family, but being away from them is how you grow.
I love working with my classmates and seeing how they learn things differently. It's been the most
Fourth quarter underway. Trinity Christian starts with the basketball. Aurora has its starters out for likely the final time in this one. Manzanares, Vargas, Fishback, Doggett, and Dutrek. Tie up on the first possession, and Aurora will have it. Davis, Goodwin, Gibson, Alexander, and Painter, the 5 to start the fourth for Trinity Christian. Aurora's won 22 in a row when leading at the half-hour point. Certainly seems likely that they'll add to that here. Funnel the ball down to Vargas, who finishes and has 6 points. Doggett called for the foul here. Aurora through 3 quarters at 37% from the floor. Trinity Christian held to 32%. Goodwin, high post jumper, no good. Dutrek, rebound, great pass. Manzanares took the outlet and has 19. Closing in on her career high. A turnover. Alexander looking into the corner and just overthrew it. Vargas underneath Dutrek for two. Elliott's first basket. And now a few more changes, a line changes on the way. Bullock, Anderson, Heinberg, Griswold, and Antoine are all at the table for the next stoppage. Painter on the baseline, Aurora in a 1-3-1. And Fishback, the steal. And in transition, missed Dutrek. Kylie thought Elliott was going to keep going into the corner, and she put on the brakes. So that'll be it for the starters. Manzanares, a game-high 19 points. Vargas with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Fishback, 11 points, 3 assists. Doggett, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and Dutrek with a couple of points and 3 boards. And with 8 minutes left, it certainly seem that they'll have the rest of the night off. Ball underneath, it's Berrien, and 1. Contact to the head. Heinberg is called for the foul. So, all of a moment, our broadcast is presented in part by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, by DTG Properties, and by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Free throw was good. Heinberg, long 2, up top off the dribble, no good. Griswold the rebound and a second chance for Aurora. Anderson into a baseline jumper. She has that and has 8 points. 7.5 minutes left, 76-37. Smith, the block. She's doubled. Managed to get a shot off, missed. Antoine right to the hole, pass to Bullock for 3. No. That was a sensational pass by Antoine just to get it there. All inside Berrien. And a little assistance from Bullock there, but Berrien steps out of bounds, and it's the 31st turnover on Trinity Christian tonight. Anderson on the wing, feeds Bullock at the block. Back to the basket, finds Griswold for the long 2, and she drains it. And with that, everyone who's been on the floor at all tonight for Aurora has points. 41 points the lead, that's the largest tonight. And Alexander for 3, no. Loose ball foul on Aurora. It's on Antoine. Third team foul on the Spartans. I mentioned earlier, a 4-game road trip coming up for Aurora starts next Wednesday at Knox. That is an afternoon contest, 12:30. So you can have some lunch and watch some basketball. All inside Berrien, no. Follow, no. Third attempt, that doesn't go either. Goodwin pulled that out of traffic and drew the foul. Then NAC play resumes at Dominican on January 8th, so about 3 weeks off. Dominican has had its struggles this season. They lost both their NAC games and are 1-5 so far. Then a return matchup at Marion. That's a Saturday game in Fond du Lac on January 11th, and January 15th it'll be at Edgewood before finally returning here on Saturday, January 18th at 3:15 against St. Norbert in the second half of a doubleheader. Bullock for three. Good. And another line change here. And so Dallas Pohl returns to the game, and then a number of season debuts. Courtney Shook is into the game. Paulina Geierhalter has checked in. Catherine Rutherford is into the matchup. And lastly, it's Abigail Becker. And a foul right away on Rutherford. And 2 free throws coming up for Berrien. 5:28 left. It's 81-37. First free throw will go. As far as Aurora's second unit and scoring, Cameron Bullock 5 points, Danny Antoine 7 points, 4 rebounds. Jennifer Heinberg 6 points, 4 boards. Alina Anderson at 8 points and 8 rebounds. The latter career high, and 2 points for Elizabeth Griswold. Pohl for 3 on the right wing doesn't fall. Loose ball. Dallas gets it back. She finds Shook for 3. She missed from the corner. Loose ball foul. More free throws. Berrien has 13 points. It's a season high. If she can make both free throws, she'll match her career high. She's 4 of 4 at the line. So the sophomore from Chicago has had a nice evening. Second toss goes. It's 81-41. We are midway through the fourth. Feels like it's been a long quarter. There's Becker for 3. Doesn't find the rim. Rebound off of Trinity Christian. Aurora will maintain possession. Rutherford will throw it in. The inbound is intercepted by Alexander. And Alexander, a good finish on the baseline. 81-43. It's pushed down the floor to Pohl, who was tripped. Or not, just traveled. Looked like she stumbled. Trinity Christian basketball. See a few more changes coming up. Alexander for 3. Out there. Pull the rebound. And here's Shook down the far sideline. Bounces it in tight. Rutherford. Been a tough finish. Fell off the rim. The other way, here's Goodwin. Couldn't make the reverse. Rutherford the rebound. Down the floor to Shook. She gets to the block and draws the foul. So here is Jessica Oman, sophomore from Lindenhurst, Illinois, and Grace Prucha, the sophomore from Omaha, has checked in as well, as Pohl and Becker have gone off. First free throw from Shook does not fall. A few changes for Trinity Christian as well, as Mercado and Painter re-entered. Both free throws miss. Shook got the rebound back. 3:43 left. Geierhalter finds Shook for the corner three. It's good. And those are the first career points for the sophomore from Milwaukee. Another foul. That's on Shook. Smith to the line. 84-43. 3:21 left. Smith continues to pour in free throws. She's 5 of 5. Six for 6. And she has 8 points. That trails Berrien, who has a career-high 15 points, 7 rebounds, and Amina Alexander, who has 11 points and 6 steals, which is a game high. Shook wants 3 more. That one doesn't go. Arena Arnett back into the game here in the final 3 minutes, and a jump ball. Another foul in Aurora. It's on Omen. Smith to the line again. It's been automatic today at the free throw line. 7 of 7. Eight for 8. (84-47). Here's Geierhalter. It doesn't fall. A few more changes for Aurora coming up, including a couple, and in fact 3 Aurora University debuts. Gracie Sipes, Gabrielle Watkins, and Olivia Moser, all freshmen into the game. And Geierhalter, who came out, was making her AU debut as well. It's like Shook and Pohl have headed off here, and right away Sipes with a steal and finds Prucha, who missed at the rim. Out of bounds off of Aurora. 2:17 remaining. So Aurora's going to move to 7-2. Trinity Christian will drop to 0-9. Arnett finds Davis for 3. Banks it in. 84-50. And it's Watkins bringing it ahead. Oman for 3. It's good. And Oman has her first points. More changes as Lexi Austin and Kirsten Powell, both freshmen, will check in. There's Moser with a rebound after Trinity Christian miss. Oman has it again. Wants 3 more. Not there. And with a minute 11, Kyla Smith has enjoyed shooting free throws so much, she'll get back to the line for 2 more. This will be number 9 and 10. I don't know that I've seen anyone take this many free throws and make them all. Omen comes off, so does Prucha. Austin and Powell come in for the first time. It's 87-50, 71 seconds left. Smith is 9 for 9. She's at 11 points, nearly exclusively at the line. Might be the most impressive display of free throw shooting I have ever seen in a game. 10 for 10. And a dozen points to match her season high. A pick and roll ends up going out of bounds off Trinity Christian. So with the inbound, we'll be into the final minute. It is tipped. Ball's on the floor. Moser was able to haul it in, and Aurora has the possession arrow. The inbound pass is intercepted. Arnett underneath to Mercado. Off the glass, no good, and that is Watkins with the rebound. 42 seconds. Watkins brings it up, dropped it off. Moser, no. Watkins the rebound, and it is tied up. We'll give Trinity Christian the ball back. So the likely final possession for the visitors. Again, one more game in the calendar year for AU coming up next Wednesday, and then we'll see everyone in 2025. Arnett for 3, no. Powell runs onto the rebound and sends it down for Sipes, steps around Martins and missed. Out of bounds. 13 seconds left, but Aurora will finish their 2024 home schedule with a victory. Davis, the miss. That's it. 87-52 the final. Aurora 7-2 on the season. And back at home on January 18th. We hope you'll join us then. For Ryan Swanson, our technical director, I'm Sean Fry. And we will see you next time for Aurora University women's basketball at athletics.aurora.edu and on the Aurora University Spartan Athletics YouTube.